Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah ta'ala, in this lesson, we will learn conjunctions, and with conjunctions, we will learn how we can construct conjunctive phrase. So, let's start. In this slide, we will learn particles. And you know that whenever we will learn particle, this teacher will come to explain you about the particles. And we learned this slide already when we done the prepositions. So on that time, I explained you there about all the particles, but I will repeat for your revision, inshallah ta'ala. Particle is a word that connects the noun and verbs. Particles are meaningful, but they don't make sense by their own. Particle only makes sense when it comes with noun or verb. All particles are non-flexible means mabni. I explained already this thing in detail when we done the prepositions. So as you know that conjunctions are also particle, that's why I start with particle, because conjunctions are particles. And as you already know that there are two type of particles. The first one is Haruful amila means causative particles, and the other one is harufu ghairul amila means non-causative particles. And you covered this to both points when we done the prepositions, but I will repeat again, inshallah. Causative particles that affect the end case of the noun or verb they appear before. But on other hand, the non-causative particles that do not affect the end case of the word they appear before. So let's see that conjunctions are causative or non-causative. So let's move towards the next slide. As you already know that we done the prepositions, and prepositions are those particles that they affect the end case of the following word. And you know we covered that in when we done the prepositions that harf jar make the noun in majroor state. But now what about the conjunctions? In which category it will come? It will come in the category of non-causative particles. It means conjunctions do not affect the end case of the following words. It means conjunctions are very good. They will not have any impact on the word following. So in Arabic, conjunctions called haruful atf. Haruful atf. So as you know that the huruf means particles. So let's see which these particles are. So move to the next slide now. As you can see, there is a wall. So I will decorate this wall with conjunctions with haruful atf. So I'm bringing now the all wall hangings. So I will hang here the all conjunctions, the haruful atf one by one. The first harful atf is wa, which is very, very, very important because it's used many times in Quran Majid. The harful atf wa gives the meaning of and we done already the wa harf as a preposition, as a harful jar, but the meaning as a harful jar is different, and as a conjunction as a harful atf is different. When it used as a conjunction, it gives the meaning and when it used as a preposition, it gives the meaning of oath. Okay, it is used for the oath. When it is used for harful jar, it will be used as oath, and when it is used as a harful atf, then it gives the meaning and. It means we use wa for addition. Okay, and the next harful atf is fa. Fa means then or so, and summa also gives a meaning then. So it means fa and summa almost give the same meaning, and I will explain you the difference between fa and summa with in my next next slides, so with pictures, inshallah ta'ala, so you can understand easily the difference between the fa and summa. And fa and summa is used actually for the result. Okay, next two conjunctions are au and they both gives the meaning of or. It means they both use for the choice, but the difference between au and that used for the question. Okay, and same thing I will explain the difference of au and with pictures, inshallah ta'ala, in my next slides. So next conjunction is lakin means but, bal means rather, la means not, and. Hatta means till and even. Hatta also used for the harful jar, and it's used as a harful jar in Quran Majid. Okay, so the top line for the conjunctions are most important rather than the bottom line. But on the top line, the most important conjunction is wa. Wa is I am emphasizing on the wa because really wa is very important harful art, and its main thing is wa, which we will cover today, inshallah ta'ala. And as you can see, there are two chairs. I will explain why I put there two chairs. Inshallah ta'ala, after I will complete all conjunctions, then I will tell you that why there are two chairs. So let's start for the meanings of wa, fa, summa, aw, and I will explain these one with pictures, the difference and the meanings. So, okay, let's move now. Look at the screen. As you can see, they're very cute brother and sister coming, and I gave them name Muhammad and Momina. These names are my son and daughter. Muhammad is my son, and my daughter's name is Momina. So that's why I choose these two names for these two beautiful boy and girl. So Muhammad and Momina came. So this and used here as a conjunction. In Arabic, it will be harful atf wa. Okay, wa. It means his addition. Muhammad and Momina came. And now you will see the next slide. In this slide, if you see, Muhammad came, then Momina came. Okay, so what's the difference between the last slide and this slide? In the last slide, Muhammad and Momina came together. That's why I use their conjunction and. But now here, I didn't say Muhammad and Momina came. No, because they didn't come together. Okay, they didn't come with same time. In this slide, what happened? Muhammad came, then after little time, Momina came. So in this situation, the harful atfa we will use. The harful atfa shows order or sequence immediately or right after. Okay, immediately or right after. So it means there is not a big gap between the before coming of Muhammad and Momina. But in next slide, I will explain the difference between the fa and summa. So look at the next slide now. In this slide, Muhammad came again now. And now what is happening now? Where is Momina? Wow, why Momina is so late? In the last slide, Momina came immediately, right after the Muhammad. But here in this slide, Momina didn't come yet. It's a long time. It's a long delay. So that's the reason when something happened with delay on that time, same like if I say, then after some delay, Momina came. Okay, not right after, not immediately, but after some delay, Momina came. So if anything happened after delay, on that time you will use the harful summa. Harful summa also shows the order or sequence, same like fa. Fa and summa, they both shows order or sequence, but the difference between the summa and fa, in summa the work will happen after delay, but in fa the work will happen immediately or right after. Okay, so this is the difference between the fa and summa and wa. And in next slide, I will explain you the difference between aw and Okay, so look, there are 3 ice cream cones. Wow. So if I give you the choice and if I ask you, do you want vanilla ice cream or strawberry ice cream or chocolate ice cream? So as I'm asking you, then in this situation, I will use in Arabic, I will use the conjunction not aw, because I'm asking, okay? But if you just choose by yourself, if I ask you that, do you want vanilla, strawberry or chocolate, and you decide, I want I want vanilla or strawberry. It means you're not asking, you deciding by yourself. In this situation, you will use aw, not Okay, I hope you understand the difference between the aw and when you decide by yourself and you choose one of thing, and if you say, I will choose vanilla or strawberry, so it means you use aw here, but when you ask something that do you want vanilla or a strawberry or chocolate, then you will use So I hope I explained you in a beautiful way. I hope you understand. So this is the whole introduction done about the conjunctions, all conjunctions with meaning, with pictures, with difference. I explained you. Now with these conjunctions we will construct Murakab Atfi conjunctive phrase. So let's start conjunctive phrase. Alhamdulillah, finally we reach on the last Murakab, which is Murakab Atfi. Alhamdulillah, we done all of these phrases, Murakab Tawsifi, Ishari, Jari, Izafi. They all we done in detail in my previous lectures. So today our topic is Murakab Atfi conjunctive phrase. We will cover today inshallah ta'ala. So let's start to make Murakab Atfi. And Murakab Atfi, we will in this slide we will learn the rules of the Murakab Atfi. So Murakab Atfi, for understanding the Murakab Atfi, we need 3 points. Okay, one by one I will cover these 3 points. The first point for the Murakab Atfi for the conjunctive phrase is this phrase has 3 parts. This is a different that 3 parts. It means it is the different from the other phrases, because the Murakab Izafi, Ishari, Tawsifi, Jari, they all phrases has two parts, but only the Murakab Atfi which has 3 parts. Okay, so I will explain the 3 parts in these boxes. The first part of the Murakab Atfi is Ma'tufun alay. The second part of the Murakab Atfi is Harful Atf. And the third part of the Murakab Atfi is Ma'tuf. So the Murakab Atfi, the conjunctive phrase based on these 3 parts. Okay, Ma'tufun alay is the first part, middle part is Harful Atf, and the last part is Ma'tuf. I will explain this sequence with in next few slides to explain you in better way inshallah ta'ala. So and as you already know that I explain same thing in different ways that you can understand easily and you can memorize them. So as you can see, there are 3 arrow sign here. So the middle part of the conjunctive phrase will always be the harful atf. Harful atf always come in the middle, and before the harful atf, the ma'tufun alay will come, and after the harful atf, ma'tuf will come. So this is the sequence of the conjunctive phrase. First ma'tufun alay, then harful atf, then ma'tuf. So this is the sequence for the parts of the Murakab Atfi. I will explain the same sequence of the Murakab Atfi in different way, inshallah ta'ala. As you can see in this picture, there are 3 puzzles games. So the middle part is Harful Atf, and this middle part is very, very important because it connects the other 2 parts together. Without this Harful Atf, we can't connect these 2 parts. The first and third part, we can't connect them without Harful Atf. So this Harful Atf, that's I have where in the first slide of this lecture, when I explained to the particles, there was a point for the Harful Atf for the any particle, that particles used for to connect, to join the nouns or verbs. So this is the I can say this is the main work for the Harful Atf. Okay. All right, this is the main function of the Harful Atf. So before the Harful Atf, what come? Ma'tufun alay, and after Harful Atf, Ma'tuf will come. So Harful Atf will join them. It will be like this. Look, this Harful Atf join the Ma'tufun alay with Ma'tuf. So Ma'tufun alay, the word before conjunction is called Ma'tufun alay, and the word after conjunction is called Ma'tuf. Okay, and in the middle, what will be? Harful Atf conjunctions that I explained already in this lecture. Okay, so come back now again. There is the list of all Haruful Atf. So what come before Harful Atf? That's why there are 2 chairs. Okay, there are 2 chairs I put here because there will be 2 honorable persons that will sit there. And the first one in the white chair, Ma'tufun alay, will sit there, and in the black chair, Ma'tuf will come to sit there. So Ma'tufun alay, then harful atf, any of the from these list, any harf will be here in the middle, and then ma'tuf. So this is the sequence of the Murakab Atfi, the conjunctive phrase. This slide is very important. If you want, you can take the screenshot of it, so you can remember about the Murakab Atfi. All right. Now let's move toward the second part of the Murakab Atfi, the second rule of the conjunctive phrase, which is conjunctions join the two or more than two words or phrases or sentences. So how it will join, I will explain you here now like this. Look, Harfulat is joining the matuf with matufun alay. So I try to explain in an interesting way that you can understand easily, inshallah ta'ala. So matuf and matufun alay are connected because of the harful adf. Okay? And how it will connect? There are the list of the harful adf. I put the wa in the middle because I already explained you that wa is most important conjunction, is the most important harful adf. Okay. If before the harful adf there is a noun, so noun will be connect with noun. Okay. So it means harful adf join the noun with noun. Okay. And if before the harful adf there is a phrase, so harful adf join the phrase with phrase. Okay. And if before the harful atf there is a clause or is a sentence, so harful atf join the jumla with jumla, means it will join the sentence with sentence. Okay. Or you can say that paragraph, or you can say clause. So it means the part of speech should be same. If there is a noun before the harful atf, after the harful atf should be noun as well. If there is a phrase before harful atf, after the harful atf should be phrase as well. It can be any phrase. Okay. If there is a sentence before the harful atf, after the harful atf should be the harful atf. So whatever before the harful atf, it will be called matufun alay, and whatever will be the after the harful atf, it will be called matuf. Okay. So matufun alay with harful atf and matuf will make Murakab Atfi conjunctive phrase. And now I will explain the same thing in other way. I hope you will understand that. As you can see, there is a big rock or big stone, which I will give the name Harfulat. And this Harfulat keep the balance about these stones and these stones. And how it keep the balance? Because if matufun alay is ism, means if matufun alay is noun, matuf will also be noun. Okay, the part of speech should be the same. That both parts, the first part and the third part, they both have the same parts of speech. They both have the same thing. Okay. If the noun, the other part should be noun too. All right. Now as we are going to construct the conjunctive phrase. So as you know, this slide I use many times whenever we done the any phrase. So I use these examples from these are all the examples from each of the phrases. So the last one is Muhammad and Ahmad. This is the example of the conjunctive phrase. So let's move this to the next slide. Muhammad and Ahmad. Ahmad is also my name of my second son, so I choose these two names. So when I will make it convert it into Arabic, I will say Muhammad wa Ahmad. Okay, Muhammad wa Ahmad. So wa means and. So it means noun is connect with noun. Noun is connect with noun. All right. So noun plus conjunction plus noun. Okay, it means Muhammad and Ahmad, they are no phrase, they are no sentence, it's just a single noun. Okay. All right, move towards the third part now. The third part, which is the most important rule for the Murakab Atfi, which we have to focus on, which we have to emphasize. I will emphasize on it, inshallah ta'ala. The third part of this phrase, it means matuf. The third part of the Murakab Atfi is matuf. Follows the i'rab of the first part. Okay, it means whatever the i'rab of the matufun alay will be, matuf will have the same i'rab. So the both i'rab will be same. I will explain you in this slide again. So if matufun alay is marfu, matuf will also be marfu. If matufun alay is mansub, matuf will also be mansub. If matufun alay is majroor, matuf will also be majroor. So you can also take the screenshot of this slide as well, because this slide is there's all conjunctions are here. They're all I can say there is a summary of the until I explain now till now. So is everything is here. So it will help you to remember, inshallah ta'ala. So same thing I will explain now. Let's start the practice from the ayat from the Quran Majid. So whatever I explain, whatever rules I explained in this lecture, I will apply on the ayat now. So inshallah you will understand easily. As you can see, the same words on all these three part of ayat. So the middle one is wa, is harful atf. And before the harful atf, what will be? Matufun alay. And after harful atf will be matuf. Okay, so only these three parts make together Murakab Atfi. So harful atf, matufun alay, matuf, make Murakab Atfi. Now, if you notice that noun connect with noun, asama, al-ard, they both are noun. Okay, so noun is connected with noun. Okay, now let's move towards the Arab, which is the most important point for this lecture. Most important. The Arab, in Arab, when you will check the Arab of the Murakab Atfi, the conjunctive phrase, so the matuf must have the same Arab as the matufun alay. So let's start now for the first one. As you can see, as-sama'u is marfu, so al-ardu is also marfu. They both have the same Arab. Okay. So it means Murakab Atfi is marfu here now. Let's move towards the next one is as-samaa is mansub. So al-arda is also mansub. So it means this Murakab Atfi is mansub. Move to the third one now. As-samaa'i. So this as-samaa matufun alay is majroor. So it means al-ardi matuf is also majroor. So it means the whole Murakab Atfi is majroor here now. So this is how you will identify the Arab of the Murakab Atfi. They both have, this is so easy and very simple. The both parts must have the same Arab. So you can choose easily the Arab of the Murakab Atfi. But one thing I want to explain you here, that they can be different in according to the gender or according to the number. Look, as-sama is here they both are muannas, but they can be different in according to the gender or according to the number. Okay, so let's move toward the meaning now. Sky and earth, the meaning will be same. Sky and the earth, the sky and the earth, it means because it's mu'arraf bil lam. Okay, now I explain the same thing now in a different way. As you can see, there is a chain. In the middle one is the golden one because it's a harful atf. This is the main chain because it connects the other two parts. Without this golden chain, we can't connect the gray with gray. So before the harful atf, what will come? Matufun alay. And after the harful atf, matuf will come. So if before the harful atf is a single noun, after the harful atf will also be the single noun. Okay, this is the main thing which I want to explain in this slide. If there is a single noun before the harful atf, after the harful atf will also be the single noun. And I will give you the example. This is from the Quran Majid. Ash-shamsu wal qamaru. So al-shamsu here is matufun alay wa harful atf matuf. Al-qamaru is matuf. So sun and moon. So it means, and they both have look same Arab, marfu. They both are marfu. It means the whole Murakab Atfi is marfu here, and noun is connect with noun. Noun is joined with noun with conjunctions. Okay, so noun plus conjunction plus noun. Why I'm emphasizing on the noun? Because now we will move towards the phrase and then sentences. Okay, so okay, I will move back. Look at this. In this picture, there is only one chain. Before in the golden is middle, and after and before there is only one chain, means single noun. But this chain can be bigger. Look at this chain. There is a bigger chain now. In the middle there is a harful atf, and before the harful atf, the chain is big. It's not a single noun. It is a big chain. It means it can be a murakkab or it can be a big sentence. Okay. So if matufun alay is phrase or murakkab, is a phrase or sentence, means murakkab or jumla, then matuf will also be a murakkab or jumla. I wrote here both murakkab or jumla. It means if before harful atf, if there is murakkab, after will be also be murakkab. If there is before harful atf is jumla, after will be also jumla. When I wrote here murakkab, it means murakkab nakis, not a murakkab tam. Okay, jumla means murakkab tam. Okay, murakkab means phrase which is incomplete. Okay, all right. So here I will explain in this slide now. Same thing, that how harful atf keep the balance between, if matufun alay will be murakkab means phrase, matuf will also be a murakkab means phrase. Okay, it will be the both parts should be phrase. So I will explain this part of ayah in next slide now, inshallah ta'ala. So let's move. Rabbul Mashriqaini. They both are mudaf and mudafun ilay. I don't want to explain you because you learn already in detail about Murakkab Izafi. So the Rabbul Mashriqaini is Murakkab and Rabbul Maghribaini is also mudaf and mudafun ilay. They both are phrases. They both are Murakkab Izafi. Look, this is Murakab Izafi, this is also Murakab Izafi. Is a possessive phrase. They both are possessive phrase. And in between of these two phrases, there is a harful atf, there is a conjunction. And this is a conjunction that is connecting, that is joining these two phrases together. So before this before this harful atf, there is a Murakab Izafi which is playing the role of ma'tufun alay. And after the harful atf, what will come? Ma'tuf. So it means the first murakkab izafi is at the place of the ma'tufun alay. The second murakkab izafi is at the place of the ma'tuf. Okay. So it means the phrase is connected with phrase. Okay. So this whole become a murakkab atfi. And if I ask you the Irab now, Irab. So what we have to do, because in Matufun Alai there is a Murakab Izafi, and on Matuf there is also Murakab Izafi. So in Murakab Izafi, how we check the Irab? When we check the Irab of the Murakab Izafi, we check the Mudaf. So Mudaf here is Rabbu. Rabbu is marfu here. So it means this Murakab Izafi is marfu. So it means Matufun alay is also marfu. So Matuf is also marfu. So it means the whole construction of Murakab Atfi is, Irab of the Murakab Atfi here is marfu. Okay. Translation is Lord of two sunrises and Lord of the two sunsets. So it means phrase plus conjunction plus phrase, means phrase joined with phrase. Okay, phrase joined with phrase. Murakkab is attached with murakkab through conjunction. Okay. All right, the third part now. Murakab Atf, there is a harful atf, keep the balance. How it keep the balance? If matufun alay is sentence is a jumla, so matuf will also be a jumla, matuf will also be a sentence. Okay, so as you can see the size of the stones, the ism sound is very small, tiny. Murakkab is little big, and jumla is bigger than the other two. So how beautiful this picture is. When I saw this picture, I thought this is a perfect to explain the Murakab Atfi. So I download this picture and I try to explain you. I hope you understand this topic which I want to explain through this picture. Alhamdulillah. So let's start this Jumla with Jumla. Okay. Haza halalun wa haza haramun. Haza ismul ishara here is playing the role for mubtada. Halalun is khabar. Again, haza is mubtada. Haramun is khabar. So they both are jumla ismiya. Mubtada and khabar make jumla ismiya. So in between these two jumla, there is a harful atf. As you can see there, how many wa came? How many times? Until now is wa is coming because it's used many times. Okay. When I will explain you the harful atf, the same thing for all other conjunctions. Okay. Before the harful atf, what is the before the harful atf? Before the harful atf, there is a full sentence. It's a full jumla. It's a nominal sentence. So this nominal sentence is at the place of the matufun alay. It means that this jumla ismiya is playing the role for the matufun alay because there is a harful atf after it. And After the harful atf is again jumla. So this jumla, the second jumla, is playing the role for the ma'tuf. So this whole construction make a murakab atfi. Okay, so it means sentence is joined with sentence through harful atf by conjunction. Okay, so this harful atf is connecting two jumlas together, two sentences together. Sentence is attached with sentence. It can never be happen that there is a sentence and there is a noun and they connect with each other through harful atf. No. Okay, the parts of speech should be same. So let's move toward the translation now. This is lawful and this is unlawful. Okay, so it means and is connecting the whole sentence after it, before and after. So sentence plus conjunction plus sentence. Okay, sentence is joined with sentence by conjunction in the middle. All right, now next, as you know that there are two type of sentences, jumla ismiya and jumla fe'liya. But before going to jumla fe'liya, I want to explain you something else about the Murakab Atfi, that ma'tuf can be more than one. Okay, in Murakab Atfi there can be multiple ma'tuf. As you can see, I explained you already in my last previous lecture, not lecture, means in slides. In after few before few slides, you know that ashamsu wal qamar, I cover it. But as you know, ashamsu is ma'tufun alay. Why is harful atuf? Al qamaru is ma'tuf, and there can be more. One najumu. So why is again harful atf? An najumu is ma'tuf, and there is one more thing, again harful atf and again ma'tuf. Okay, so this is ayah I took from Suratul Hajj, ayah number 18. So al-qamaru is a ma'tuful awwal, means first ma'tuf, and an-najumu is ma'tufu sani, and al-jibalu is ma'tufu salis, second ma'tuf and third ma'tuf. So there are three ma'tuf here. So okay, it can be more. In this ayah there are one more ma'tuf here, but there was no space here, that's why I didn't put here. Okay, if you check the ayah, surah number Hajj, ayah number 80, there is one more ma'tuf here, which is matuf rabi', fourth matuf. Okay, so there is one matufun alayhi, but matuf can be more than one. This whole one is murakab atfi. Okay, and if I ask you the i'rab of the murakab atfi, so what you have to do, you have to check the i'rab, the last letter, what the haraka has. So as you can see, they all are and on the dhamma. It means they all are marfu. Look, the same i'rab, they all must have the same i'rab. So it means it is marfu. And as I explained you that they can be different in according to the gender, according to the number. Look, ashamsu is feminine noun, is a muannas, but al-qamar is a muzakkar noun, is a masculine noun. Okay, and ashams and al-qamar, they both are singular, but an-najum is broken plural. Al-jibal is also broken plural. So they are different, they can be different according to the gender, according to the number, but the main thing is they must be same according to the i'rab. Okay, the main thing is i'rab, they must be equal as a i'rab. Okay, there are wusat, nakra and marfa, they will be same as well, but this is not the important thing that they marfa or no nakra. Main thing is i'rab, the i'rab should be same, and they are same. Okay, the translation is the sun and the moon and the stars and the mountains. I forgot to rotate the, I should rotate the. Okay, the sun and the moon and the stars and the mountains. Why I should say, I should rotate the do? I because I'm speaking the Arabic as well and the English, and I said do, not the. That means English word, not the. Okay, okay, because there is a mu'arraf bilam, ash-shamsu, al-qamar, al is there should be the. Okay, all right. Anyhow, and as you can see, the noun is attached with noun. They all are noun. There are no phrases, there are no sentences. Okay, the noun is connected with noun. Okay, now I will explain you the jumla failure in Murakab Atfi. Okay, as we haven't started the verbal sentence, the Jumla failure yet. But because we are doing the Murakab Atfi, so I should explain as well. So I will explain in the easy way, inshallah ta'ala. As you can say, amanu is a verb, kafaru is also a verb, amanu again verb, kafaru again verb, izdadu kufran, this make together is a verb. So in between of this verb, there is summa, means harful atf. Okay, so they all are the amanu kafaru, and then izdadu kufran. These all are jumla failure. You will say, why is only single word and you saying is a jumla failure? Yes, it's a whole sentence in it. When you will learn, inshallah ta'ala, when the right time will come and you will start the jumla failure, you will know that there is a file as well. There is a full sentence. It's a full sentence. This is the beauty of the Arabic language, that the only single word can have a sentence in it. Okay. So the first jumla failure is a matufun alay, and after all the other jumla failure are matuf, more than one. Okay, multiple matuf. That's why before coming to this slide, I explained you about the multiple matuf. So this jumla failure is the matuf one, means matuf awwal, then matuf sani, matuf salis, matuf rabi. So with four matuf, it become full. Okay, and what happened now? As you can see, there is a all blue here shows the multiple matuf. But in the next slide, I change the colors because when I will translate, so you can do easily translation. Inshallah, you can understand the meaning. Inshallah ta'ala. So this whole become a Murakab Atfi. Okay. Now moves towards the translation. They believe. Okay. Then disbelief. Why if I ask you why there is a harfulat summa, I hope you will remember that anything happened with delay after some time, then we will use here summa. So let me complete the translation, then I will explain this again, inshallah ta'ala. They believe, then disbelieve, then believe, then disbelieve, then they increase in disbelief. So it means they believe and not right after, not immediately they disbelieve, after delay, after a long time, then they disbelieve. Okay, so that's why they use here harful at summa, not the fa, because they disbelieve not the right after the believing, no, they disbelieve after a long time, after delay. Okay, that's why they use summa here. And after disbelieving, after a long time or after some time, after some delay, they believe again. And after believing, not right after, not immediately they disbelieve, no, after some time, after delay, they disbelieve again. And after this one, they going on increasing disbelieving. Okay. So that's why they use here summa. I hope you understand why summa use the sequence after delay. Okay. All right. Now I will use here the awu here now. Min is harfu jar. Siyamin is ma'tufun alay. Aw harful atf. Sadaqatin ma'tuf 1. Aw again harful atf. Nusukin is ma'tuf 2. So it means this become full Murakab Atfi. And if I ask you the Irab here, what is the Irab for the Murakab Atfi? You can see kasra here. Clearly you can see the kasra. So it means the whole Murakab Atfi is majroor here because of the harfu jar min. Okay, siyamin is majroor because of the harfu jar min, and sadaqatin is majroor because it ataf on the siyamin. Nusukin is majroor because it is also ataf on siyamin. Sadaqatin and nusukin is majroor because of the siyamin. Because the matufun alay irab is majroor, that's why matuf 1 and matuf 2 is also majroor. And why the matuf alay is majroor? Matuf alay is majroor because of the harfu jar min. Okay. So translation is from fasting or charity or sacrifice. So it means this aw use here not for asking. It is used for choice, but not for asking. That's why it's not used here. It's aw. Okay, because it's a normal phrase. It's not for asking. It's not for question. All right, now in this slide, from this slide, we will learn that how we can use the Murakab Atfi in Jumla Ismiya. I will complete this Murakab Atfi in this lecture. There is no more lecture for Murakab Atfi, inshallah ta'ala. So I will complete all together in this lecture. Okay, Murakab Atfi as usage of Murakab Atfi in Jumla Ismiya. There are two parts of the Murakab. There's two part in Jumla Ismiya, as you know, that Mubtada and Khabar. So Murakab Atfi can be used as a Mubtada with marfu case ending, and it can be used as a Khabar with marfu case ending. So let's start now. Look, al-khamru wal-maisru wal-ansabu wal-azlamu. So al-khamru is ma'tufun alay wa harful ataf, then ma'tuf 1, harful ataf, ma'tuf 2, harful ataf, ma'tuf 3. So with three matufun alay become together Murakab Atfi. Now let's move towards the I'rab now. So as you can see clearly Dhamma on the end of the last letter. So it means the whole Murakab Atfi is marfu. Why marfu? Because it is at the place of the mubtada. Okay, because it begins the sentence, so it means it is a mubtada, it is a subject here in the nominal sentence. This whole construction, the whole phrase Murakab Atfi is mubtada. So rich soon, marfu and nakra ism is playing the role here for the khabar. Okay, so mubtada is a full whole long phrase Murakab Atfi, and khabar is just a single noun. Mubtada and khabar make a jumla ismiya. Translation is wine and gambling and stone altars and diving arrows are impure, Satan's work, Shaitan's work. Okay, so it's this is the whole. This one is a mubtada, and then the predicate is impure. It means the khabar about this mubtada is that all these works are impure. They are the Satan's work. They are the Shaitan work. Now, in this slide, I will explain you that how Murakab Atfi can be used as a khabar. Huwa, as you know that the all Zamir Munfasil always used as a mubtada. So huwa here is mubtada, and next one now is al awwal is ma'tufun alay wa ataf. These all wa are harful ataf. Okay, and in between of these harful ataf, al akhiru is ma'tuf 1, ma'tuf 2, ma'tuf 3. So it means the whole construction here is Murakab Atfi. The I'rab here for the Murakab Atfi, you can see clearly Dhamma in the last letter of these words. So it is marfu. Why it is marfu? Because it is this Murakab Atfi at this time, this is at the place of the khabar. Okay, this at this time the whole Murakab Atfi is playing the role for the khabar here now. So and huwa here is a mubtada. So mubtada with khabar make a jumla ismiya. Translation is he is the first and the last and the clear and the hidden. There is no before him, there is no after him, there is no above him, and there is no after him. So it means all the attributes for the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So as you can see that Murakab Atfi can be used as a mubtada and it can be used as a khabar. All right, look at this slide now. In this one, if I ask you the first one, the i'rab for the as-samawatu wal ard, as you clearly see the dhamma, so it means it's marfu. But in the last two one, if I ask you the i'rab here, as you can see as-samawati, they both are same. But how you will see how if I ask you the i'rab, so how you will check? If you can't judge the i'rab from the matufun alayhi, so you can check the i'rab from the matuf. If you check the here the al-arudi, Al-Arudi, it means Al-Arudi here is Majroor. So it means Matufun alay should also be Majroor here. So this whole Murakab Atfi is Majroor here. Last one is Al-Arda. Al-Arda. So it means it is Mansub here. If it is Mansub, it means this As-Samawati is Mansub. As you can see, as you know that Ati or Atin can be Mansub or it can be Majroor. Jama Salim Monas can be in Mansub and Majroor state, it is same. Okay, so how easily you can check the i'rab? If the matuf is, you have to check the i'rab of the matuf in that case. Okay, so al-arda is Mansub, so it means the whole construction is Mansub here. So I will move this one now. with little bit big now. As you know that as-samawati wal ardi is a Murakab Atfi. Okay, ma'tufun alayhi, ma'tuf, and in between is harful atf, make a Murakab Atfi. If I ask you the Irab here now, so what you have to do? You have to check the Matuf Irab. So because it is Majroor, I already explained the last slide. So it is Majroor. Why it is Majroor? Because it is Mudafun Ilay for the Rabbu Mudaf. Rabbu here is without al, without tanween, so it is Mudaf. And then this whole construction is Majroor because it's Mudafun Ilay. So Mudaf with Mudafun Ilay make a construction of Murakab Izafi. And this, if I ask you the what's the Irab here for this Murakab Izafi, so you have to check the Irab of the Mudaf. So Mudaf is Marfu, so it means this whole construction, the whole Murakab Izafi is Marfu here now. Translation is Lord of the heavens and the earth. Lord of the heavens and the earth. I will move this one a little bit. I'm going to increase and increase. Look, first I used only as-samawati wal ard. Then I add Rabbu. Now I will add something more else here. If I ask you why this Murakab Atfi, sorry, not Atfi, Izafi. Why this Murakab Izafi here is Marfu here? Because we have to know the reason. So why it is Marfu? Because it is at the place of the khabar, and because there is a word before it which is Rabbukum. Rabbukum. Rabbukum is also a phrase which is a possessive phrase. Rabbu mudaf, kum mudafun ilay, make a Murakab Izafi, and this Murakab Izafi is also marfu. You can see clearly Rabbu. Rabbukum, Rabbu. This Rabbu is also marfu, this Rabbu is also marfu. So it means the both Murakab Izafi as a marfu. The first Rabbukum Murakab Izafi is marfu because it's at the place of the Mubtada. So Mubtada and Khabar make a Jumla Ismiya. Okay, so one by one, look, I increased the ayah, and we came on the result that the Lord of the heavens and the earth, it is a khabar. So Mubtada is a your Lord. Your Lord is the Lord of heavens and the earth. Okay, your Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. So I will move this again, Rabbus Samawati wal ard. This part, the part Rabbus Samawati wal ard, I will move this part into the here again. Why I move this part? Because according to this part, there are a lot of ayah you will see in Quran Majid. Okay, that's why I distract. I can say I just make only this part of the ayah. Bring here in this slide because I want to explain you that there are a lot of ayahs you will see. I choose just few of ayah from Quran Majid, but you can see some other ayat as well. So on the same of this pattern, you can do practice of all of these whenever you get time. It's not your homework, but it's for your practice. It will be good if you do your practice, and even if you do just translation, Rabbus Samawati wal ard, the Lord of the heaven and the earth, the Lord of the heaven and the earth. So you can do translation quickly by all of these. If I ask you, the first one is Nurus Samawati wal ard, the nur, or you can say the light of the skies and the earth. Okay, so you can do the translation quickly from all of these, and if you want, you can do practice by analyzing them. Okay, by same in this way. Okay, so this is good for your practice for all of this. And now time for the homework. Let's move towards the homework now. This is the homework here. You have to do homework exactly same which I explained you, with full analyzing, with translation, in a good way, inshallah ta'ala. So I hope you understand this lecture. I cover up everything. This lecture will be a little bit long because I cover everything in one lecture. So this is the end of the Murakab Atfi. In next lecture, we will learn something new, inshallah ta'ala. Make dua now. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.